Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to review Altra Via Olympus 1 and Altra Via Olympus 2. And I'm going to compare these two for Ironman Triathlon running training. Which one did I choose? For people new to this channel, I'm Louis, the head coach for a triathlon team called TuS Neukölln here in Berlin, and also I coach privately from beginners to elites. When it comes to my running performance, as a reference, I ran 10k in about 37 minutes still now, as I'm turning 50 this year. But funny thing is, it's always been 36 since like my high school days, or even in triathlon. Marathon, I've no idea really, because I've never really done it. Once I've done back in New Zealand, that was like a downhill marathon course, and I went in too fast and just blew it. To be honest, my marathon experience comes only from Ironman. So yeah, I'm definitely not a runner. This year in 2024, I'll be doing Ironman Hamburg and Frankfurt. So 2 Ironmans in the space of 2.5 months. So yeah, I have to do some training. Also, I've been an Altra user since 2019. So I've got some experience with this zero drop wide toe box kind of shoes. So what is Altra? Before getting into the nitty-gritties of these shoes, I'm gonna tell you guys really briefly. In a nutshell, Altra is an American company making shoes with wide toe box and flat sole shoes. So they call it zero drop. The company was bought by VF Corporation back in 2018, and since then they've changed quite a bit. I think they've sold more, and especially in the trail running world, they're quite big. Way bigger than road running or triathlon shoes. I bought my first Altra back in 2019, then I kinda lost interest since the arrival of carbon shoes. They do have carbon shoes now, but don't really suit my running style. But then I decided to go back. I can now talk more about my Altra history. Back in 2019, I was aware of Altra and I always wanted to kind of test them. Randomly, I got to see them for the first time at the Ironman Expo at Ironman Frankfurt. What I did, I just test them for 3-5 kilometers, then I decided to wear them for the race. That was my Escalante Racer Paris. Since then, I love their shoes. I bought another pair of Escalante Racer, but this time in the Berlin version. You know, I live in Berlin, so I kind of wanted to get them anyway. I use them as my indoor running exercise shoes. I also bought Rivera for my training sessions, mainly used for long runs, but yeah, I was aware that they were quite tasking. Traditionally, Altra road racers have thin soles, and when this carbon shoe thing started, I started wearing the first generation Nike Zoom Fly. I know it's not carbon, it's a nylon plated, but yeah, in total I bought 3 pairs of first generation Zoom Flies. But then again, I wanted something slightly racier than the Zoom Fly, so I went for A6 Magic Speed 2. Last year I was doing long runs with the Nike Zoom Flies, but the forefoot cushioning was quite thin compared to what I get with Magic Speed 2. So yeah, I was looking for alternatives and something easier on my feet as well. So that's how I decided to go for Altra Via Olympus 1. Altra Via Olympus is different from Altra Olympus. Olympus is a trail running shoes, I think, or more off-road. But Via Olympus is on-road, the road running shoes. Via Olympus is a maximalist shoe from the heel to the toe, 33 millimeters, which is made of Ultra Ego Max. It's a foam they developed. During Black Friday 2023, I saw Via Olympus going cheap. I knew about Via Olympus 2 being sold already, but because it was so cheap, I just decided to go for the first generation. I ordered the same size as all my Ultra shoes, just like other Ultra shoes like Escalante Racer, but that was too tight. They say that it's the original toe box, which is like wider than normal ones, but still. And I thought the shoe would go wider after running a few times, but that didn't happen. If you've been an Ultra user and buy new shoes, just be careful. Even ignoring the size factor, the shoe was so hard. I mean, like that much sponge beneath my feet, but still, that was as hard as a Rivera, but just heavier. So yeah, better watch out if someone's buying Via Olympus 1. So I was very disappointed with the first generation Via Olympus, but I kept thinking about Via Olympus 2. Ultra says that they use Ultra Ego Max for both Via Olympus 1 and 2, but many reviews say that the foam used in Via Olympus 2 is way softer. I also knew that Ultra had other maximalist shoes, but yeah, I just wanted to try Via Olympus 2 just to see the difference. So I decided to buy when the price of Via Olympus 2 came down a little bit. Regarding the sizing issue, and some even said the sizing of Via Olympus 2 is bigger than Via Olympus 1, but just to be on the safe side, I went for a size up. So the shoe arrived, but yeah, to be honest, I wasn't so excited. That's why I didn't even make an box opening footage or something like that. And both shoes look really similar. In fact, if you don't know the existence of Via Olympus 1 and 2, you wouldn't notice unless you really look at the tongue of the Via Olympus 2, because it's not written anywhere else. And it's so tiny. When it comes to cushioning, it's a huge difference. It's way softer. When it comes to the size, yep, one size up was a really good decision. My toes are really happy. So I got to do many different kinds of runs and, you know, see the difference, what's good and what's not. What are the pros of Via Olympus 2? I say one of them is stability. As a triathlete, we often run after a bike session. And yeah, when our feet are tired or legs are tired, we kind of want to be careful, and we just need something stable enough and not twisting our feet. I really like the stability of this shoe. Sort of similar to that, but the grip of the shoe is also good. It doesn't slip so much. I tested on snowy day, icy surface, rainy day, and also muddy days too, and it's quite good. One thing I wasn't sure before I started using the shoe was zero drop with maximalist approach. You know, zero drop affects our running gait, and I wasn't sure like having that much foam underneath our feet, but it works. That combined with the big toe box, I could actually use my feet. Also, because of extra cushioning, it lowers the calves like other zero drop shoes, but it's way softer. So the damage from long runs would be lighter. And I think that's due to Ultra Ego Max, and yeah, that being way softer than Via Olympus 1. I don't know why they didn't change the name, like Ultra Ego Max 2 or something like that, or Ultra Ego Max Soft. I don't know. Anyway, it's way easier on my body. So what are the cons of Via Olympus 2 and also of course Via Olympus 1? It's just way too heavy. It's just way too heavy to do fast intervals. I mean, these shoes are not designed for running intervals, so that's okay. It's just really difficult to get the cadence up and also higher recovering stuff. Having said that, it's okay to go up to maybe like 4 minutes per K with Via Olympus 2. With Via Olympus 1, I don't know. I don't even want to consider. Yes, another negative point would be again Ultra Ego Max, but the first generation, I don't understand. It's just like, what's the point of having that much form and not being soft or like absorbing shocks or having bounciness return, but just bulk and heavy? What's the point? Maybe durable, but that comes from the outer layer. So yeah, having said that, outer layer, I don't really like the sole pattern. The gaps between these blocks on the sole, they catch small stones. It has happened with Rivera, but you know, way smaller stones or like mud. If you run through mud or something, and then mud gets stuck between the gaps, but I never had issues like that before. And Escalante Racer has got really shallow gaps, so I didn't have any problems. So I hope they're going to sort that problem. In short, don't get Via Olympus 1, but Via Olympus 2. I race with carbon shoes, but I prefer to train or do long runs with zero drop because I can train my calves and also my feet. And having soft cushioning beneath our feet certainly helps. So if you're looking for something similar, I can highly recommend Via Olympus 2. Mind you though, if you're currently having Achilles problems, then I wouldn't recommend you to go zero drop. It lowers Achilles too much and make the problem even worse. In fact, anyone new to zero drop, you have to do it really carefully. Like you can just use only a part of a run session first, like I don't know, 1K, 2K, then gradually make it longer and build a distance really slowly and carefully. I'm pretty sure there are other options for the same purpose, like even within Ultra there's another shoe called Touring. I haven't tried them yet, so I can't really tell. And maybe someone like Joe Nimble, I haven't tried their shoes myself again, but yeah, if you got any experience, just let me know in a comment. I would give big thumbs up for Via Olympus 2, and you can also give me these on my videos. So just hit the like beneath the video, please. I just changed the channel name, so I need a hype. Anyway, that's it from me. See you in the next video.